It's Friday. I'm outside. As you can see, it's been snowing, so everything's really pretty. Snowing! I haven't posted for a few weeks because it was Christmas and I didn't post because of exams, and I had an exam today, but it was snowing, so I thought I'd film outside. But it's stopped snowing now and it's getting dark and I've got no music. So as far as I'm aware, this week's topic is things within the LGBTQ community that annoy us. I don't really have that many things that annoy me, so I think I've got two. The first is kind of something that I've had to deal with personally. In fact, no, both of them are, I suppose. The first issue was that... Oh, what's my hair? When I got outed, so to speak, at school, people were like, "Oh, what's the big deal? It would be worse if you were a guy." And I was like, "How's that?" Just this insinuation that it's harder for a guy to come out than it is for a girl is really fucking hard, which is why my parents are still unaware of my sexuality. It's a lot harder than people let on for a girl to come out. And just this whole idea that, oh, it's so much harder if you're a guy, I kind of took offence to. And I've had a lot of experiences where I've been talking about the fact that I'm not out, and then had a gay guy or a bisexual guy go, "Well, it is worse for me." It's like, no, it's not. Don't be such a fucking arsehole. It's not. It is just as difficult. And oh, there's a duck. I think it's a duck. Just sort of floating around, not doing anything. That's not a duck. And the second thing that annoys me is that there seems to be this sort of superiority thing between LGBTQ people, where like, I've had a situation once where I was at a little gig, and I was talking to this girl, and she'd made it quite clear that she was interested in me, and I'd made it quite clear I was interested in her. And, oh, I don't want to fall in the fucking canal. So yeah, we're flirting and stuff. And she was like, "Oh, do you have a girlfriend?" I said no, and at the time I was kind of interested in this guy, and there was sort of something half going on between us. So I told her, I was like, "No, but I've sort of... there's this guy sort of involved with, sort of not." And she just sort of stopped talking and looked at me. I was like, "What?" And she was like, "I thought you were gay." And it's like, "Oh, I'm bisexual." And she sort of went all quiet, and the conversation carried on. She didn't seem nearly as into it as she was before, and she just sort of fucked off somewhere. And it's just like, okay, so if I was a lesbian it'd be fine, but because I'm bisexual it's not. What is this? And this thing of bisexuals getting called sluts for liking both. I've been called greedy before. Being called desperate, because apparently it's because we can't get either gender. That's if we're talking gender binary. And it just pisses me off. And this thing of, does that mean you want to do it with both? And it's like, what do you mean at the same time? Lots of people seem to assume that I want to have threesomes all the time, and it's like, no, just stop. Just fucking stop before I hit you. I am so going to fall in. I'm making this video now because I just walked with Rosie somewhere, and I was going to make the video on the way when it was actually snowing and it all looked pretty, but we started talking and I forgot. So yeah, just walking home, and it's cold and I can't feel my hands, and I don't know how well this video will have come out in terms of whether or not you can hear me, but I'm just going to enjoy the rest of my walk home. Hope you have a lovely week. I'll see you next Friday. Look, have some snow. Bye!